Hey, what's going on, everybody? Namaste. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Rising. My name is Robin. Welcome here, guys. So, I do tarot readings on my other channel, so I'm also very interested in people's zodiac signs, their sun, moon, rising, and Venus, what quality is associated with all the zodiac signs. So I wanted to talk about zodiac sign modalities. Okay, so I've got notes here so I don't dry up while I'm talking to you guys. So there's 3 different types of modalities, and they apply to different signs of the zodiac. So this can be very illuminating and help you understand. When I think of modality, I kind of think of your modus operandi. Okay, so this is an underlying theme of how you might approach your life, approach certain situations. So there are fixed, cardinal. I don't know. I think I added an extra syllable there. Whoops. So, and mutable. Okay, so cardinal signs are referred to as idea people, really like big, strong potential to start projects, okay? So fixed signs have the quality of having high stamina. So these are people that can be counted on to be, I got the word sort of workhorse here, but that's not what I mean. Just people that can carry things through. They can take on a lot and not give up. They don't exhaust easily. And then we have mutable signs, and they are noted for assisting in transition. They like to make change, and also for finishing projects. So understanding where you lie in that sort of scenario of life can help you decide where to position yourself when it comes to doing things. And sort of the visual I get is, if you guys ever seen a baton race, like there are people that are really strong in the beginning, there are people that are really strong in the middle, and then there's the anchor, which is the person that brings it home across the finish line. So it's really important to know if you burn out easy, like the idea makers, or if you're really good at sort of managing the middle of something or being able to take something across the finish line. So I hope that all made sense, you guys. I just really wanted to do a little bit of a explanation on this too, and let you guys know which sign is related to which. And something that I found during my research that just did not make sense is that they applied the different signs, fixed, cardinal, and mutable, to different seasons, but there's only 3 types of modalities and 4 seasons. So I was like, I don't know how that works in. So if somebody wants to explain that in the comments, be my guest. I always welcome your feedback, and you could let me know which one you are. So I'm going to start with cardinal signs. Okay, so the cardinal signs are the people that like to start things off. They like to kick off a project. They'll have that flash of a brilliant idea. And these are going to be Aries, that's me, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. So some of the points associated with cardinal signs are being born leaders, really like the spotlight, and being dynamic and outgoing, and then fearless, like you're not afraid of failure. So I wanted to pull just a tarot card for that, because I'm a tarot girl, and see what's going on for that. So when you're looking at yourself, your zodiac sign, and what you've got in your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and what element you relate to. I'm an Aries, so the element is fire, and stuff like that. It's really important to understand how you operate on different levels, and people say that the moon really affects them, but so do every other planet. So the card I pulled for you guys is the 9 of Pentacles. So this is really cool. So this is an earth card, okay? So the 9 of Pentacles is really having that strength to have things work out for you for the rest of your life, like really planning and having things, and this is born out of the strength of your ideas as an idea like mover and shaker, so this could be a really good time in your life to look at where you want to be in the rest of your life. So I find this really fascinating. You guys might be really struck by a certain symbol or creature, and I think that's an eagle. I don't know. And really research that and what that might mean to you. So the second thing we're going to look at here, guys, do I talk too fast? Is the fixed signs, okay? And once again, fixed, they have the quality of high stamina. These are people that can come in and take over from the idea makers and really just make sure that everything works well. They can carry that load, you know what I mean? Without fail. And then they're just so dynamic and strong. They will work really, really well with the cardinal signs. Okay, so the fixed signs, this is hilarious. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So what I was laughing at is that the first point is that fixed signs may be stubborn. And I know somebody, I think of somebody specific when I think of Taurus and Leo and Scorpio and Aquarius, and I just have a good chuckle because I feel that it's pretty true. There's stubborn people, and that's a really good quality in somebody that you trust with carrying that load down the road. And I'm thinking of a long distance trucker. Could be hard to persuade, very staunch in their ideas. So, and then that stubborn streak, very stable, reliable, and determined and persistent. So, I mean, those are all great qualities except for stubborn. If you've ever had to have a conversation with somebody that won't give way, man, it's frustrating. But, you could really believe in yourself and not want to back down regardless of what anybody has to say. So you might want to look at that for yourself and see where you fit in with your life's projects. I mean, even in dealing with your personal relationships and, your romantic relationships, like how do you guys work together? And you might want to investigate your friends and your partner and see where they are in the modalities, right? So how you guys can sort of assign yourself when it comes to making your lives work. So let's have a steampunk tarot card for you guys. So you've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, so not a surprise, especially when you're thinking about stubborn, So the Knight of Swords, and the element is air. I mean, he's standing there and he looks like he's not going to back down. And he looks like he's ready for a rumble. You know what I mean? But he will listen. He's prepared to entertain ideas, but maybe just kind of give you the sense that I'm going to listen to this and then do my own thing. So that can be a little bit of a hazard when you're passing things off to one of you guys, in the fixed signs. Because you might take over with your own ideas. So this is where you need to keep your conversation open to other people, just so, you don't sort of steal the show or steal the project or make a mess out of it. And understanding that you have these qualities of being stubborn and not wanting to give way and being hard to persuade, maybe that's something that can be worked on, where you actually listen to somebody, but not just give them the idea that you're listening to them and then doing things your own way anyway, because that's just frustrating for everybody all the way around. Okay, so the last group I have here is Mutable, and this is going to be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And these are people that are really good at finishing projects. This is really good when you're working with teams to identify that. I know a lot of people do those personality tests, like the Myers-Briggs, to see where you fit in, but understanding this portion of your influence is going to be equally important. Maybe you're not the type of person that sits at the table and comes up with 10 taglines or, a really brilliant idea on how to execute a project, but you are the person that is going to take that, you're going to observe things and sit back and go, okay, well, I really like that, and, develop as the project or life unfolds, and then really be counted on to finish things with almost a blaze of glory. You really like that, to be able to complete something. All right, so mutable signs are Gemini, excuse me, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So this is really important. You guys are deep thinkers. So it could take you a little bit longer to wrap your head around an idea. This is why you might not pipe up so much during a meeting and people think, oh, you're slacking off. You're not. You have a different way of looking at things. Really like to give things consideration before you commit to it and see if it's going to be even worth your time. And I think that is quite admirable rather than charging in, which can be a little bit of a fault of the cardinal signs. Not really a fault, but a flaw. Like really just making snap decisions and moving forward, you know, in a hurry. And I'm a cardinal sign and I'm an Aries. So I've done this many, many, many times where I'm like halfway down the road and think, whoops, you know, I got to turn around. So diplomacy is another really high quality of mutable signs. Like, and being diplomatic in conversations, that means you're not going to condescend to people. You know, you're just very kind and polite and considerate of other people. You might be really good at mediating between other people. So this is really something to be admired. I really enjoy seeing diplomacy and consideration in people. Being adaptable, you know, changing things on the fly. And this is because you've actually sat back and looked at different outcomes. So you can switch it up. You're prepared for it. You're not the person rushing headlong in like the Aries, right? You've gone, okay, well, if we do it this way, you know, this could go right or this could go wrong, and we should be prepared for this eventuality. So that's a really cool quality. And liking to help others. And that's such a valuable trait in people. So I like that too. You know, I was watching something last night, and actually it was The City of Angels. I'm wrong. It was Grey's Anatomy. So they were talking about how people just sort of are immune to, you know, homeless people and walking by them. And, you know, we're just so desensitized that a lot of people won't stop and help out other people, you know. And I'm really big on helping people. Like if somebody needs some money, you know, I'll try to help them out or give them a little bit of a surprise. But mutable signs, you guys are very generous with your time and money and whatever it is that you can do to help other people. So I really love that. So I'm going to pull a steampunk tarot for you guys. This is the Emperor, and this is the perfect card for you guys. Like, this guy is so deep in thought, and he thinks about what is going to impact the future. Like, the Emperor is sort of the builder, you know, and the long term, like kind of like the architect of life, right? And this is where I see you guys falling in there, because you're not going to just take up the first offer. You're going to measure against other things. So, very studied, very genuine, very helpful, cares about how other people live their lives and how successful they are, always looks for the highest outcome in all situations. So that was really cool. So I'd really like to know which modality you guys are. Like, again, I'm a cardinal. I'm a cardinal sign, okay? And so you might want to start looking for stuff like that also. As an Aries, I'm a cardinal sign and I'm a fire sign. But then I have, I'm a Cancer moon. So when people offer to do your birth chart, all of these things come into play. And this might help you understand why people do birth charts. And they'll ask for your birth date because they're going to plot out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus and how those impact your personality and how you might interact with other people. And then the same with the modality or the modus operandi, you know, could really explain how you're driven to do things and how you approach life, and possibly even a specific business partner or romantic partner or circle of friends to be around. So I find this stuff all extremely valid. And if you look at your sun sign qualities, you know, you could probably recognize 80 to 90% of what is happening in those under your zodiac sign, Lacey just came and shoved her face in my lap. So I think she wants something. So I hope this was helpful, you guys. I want to do a few more videos on how all the elements like water, air, earth, and fire impact your sign. And I'm going to go into a little more depth on how your sun, moon, rising, and Venus can affect you. So this is just another element or quality to be aware of in yourself, and just position yourself for the best success on anything that you undertake. So I'm going to go take Lacey, Outside, and I'll talk to you guys later, and just want to give you guys much love. Take care. Bye.